Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Taken in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Still first down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
A gain of 9.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
First down, Seattle.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
To throw again, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Fairbairn able put this one through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
At the Seahawks.
2nd and 11. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Takes it at the 7. Look at the spin. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Hawks take over 1st and 10.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
A loss of 3 yards.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Now they try the right side here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. He completes this into the hands of Miller. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
The pass.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
The passer defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Not much there, maybe a couple, as he's taken down at the 40.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 3rd down, Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. He's got him in. Complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
first and 10.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Seahawks 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, correct?
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one, and this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Jamal Agnew now to return it. So we are at halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
17. Buccaneers 13.
So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
At their own 25.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of the guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 31. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Makes the score Seahawks 24.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 2-yard
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle, and this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correct?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. But guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
15. First down, Seahawks.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Wilson on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. We'll check on his status when we get back. Throwing on second and long. Wilson, a quick target here, complete to Metcalf. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going We'll leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Being chased out left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And his kick here is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Now Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Wilson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Carson, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Down. Carson, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll tie us at 30-30. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rule. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. To return, here's Agnew. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Seattle.
Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, We're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.